Oh, okay. Yeah, so you guys enter into the room. You can see the boulders strewn about. And you can see, I mean, a bunch of inanimate fungus about, but then also here in the near part, there are these four kind of sentient mushroom infants crawling around in the center of the room. Have you guys moved into the center of the room like this? Does this reflect how you want to be positioned right now?
Yeah, that's. I want to enter as much as I can.
Straightforward. Oh god.
Okay.
I want to say
right there.
Baka or where's Darius? Where are you gonna go, Darius?
Oh, I'm right there, just to the north of the rock.
All right, I'm gonna go in between them then.
Right in between?
No, in between Darius and Baka.
Okay, so like
Yeah, that's good.
I see what you're doing, John.
Hey, I gotta do something with that. Might as well.
Very, very dope. Very dope what you've been doing.
Thank you, thank you.
So you can't see, you can only see 60 feet, so these other guys are just out of your sight. But you can see kind of a huge pulsing mass of fungus on the edge of the reservoir that, like, flows out into the water.
Oh god.
The
That can't
water
be healthy.
have a slight oily sheen out from it. There are also, like, pollen-like spores covering the surface. As Thorn and Darius, as you approach to within 10 feet of one of the mushroom infants, they immediately, like, perk up and mule and take notice of you.
Oh god.
And send.
Is that what? Wait, what? What?
Sorry. I saw him in a cloud giant. See if that was better avatar for me.
Oh. Like sudden frost giant. Oh, shit. Okay. Right.
And they kind of send out a cloud of spores to detect you as you approach them.
Do they feel threatening?
Yeah, they start kind of like squealing aggressively.
Can I roll Knowledge Arcana to find out what they are?
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
You haven't a clue. They're sentient mushrooms.
I think they're plants, guys.
I think we're just gonna have to kill them, because that's creepy as hell.
Doctor, no. Fungus, no plants.
No, I got a 1. I'm pretty sure they're plants.
Oh, different kingdom. Chaka, no. Even Chaka knows that.
I remain convinced that they're plants.
So as they sense you, the nearest two sort of toddle up onto their back legs and start squealing, and then rush forwards at you, Darius and Thorn.
Yeah, all right, yeah. We're gonna kill these things.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Roll initiative in that case. And then give me initiative rolls for myself.
So I have 11.
No.
Okay.
And you have 2 1s.
What the hell?
I just rolled
3
2
total.
1s for him.
3 total. God.
2 of those are Jesse's.
Darius?
Bones is not opening. It's just giving me the little gears wheeling around.
Try closing it again and opening it again.
I have.
There's a dice rolling thing on the game table if you want to use that too.
Oh, okay. I'll give it a shot. How do I type it in?
Yeah, you have to like add a dice macro, I think.
Dice. Okay.
Or you can type in /roll whatever. That works too.
/roll d20.
Yeah.
That only works in chat.
Yeah, there you go. Anonymous rolls d20. 6.
I got a 9 on my initiative.
Okay, so Thorn has a 9. What were the other rolls?
Mac has 11.
Darius has 3.
You mean a natural 1.
Yeah, that. A gentleman's 3, thank you very
Lachlan
much.
also rolls a 1.
Oh my god.
I think Bones hates us now.
You rolled 2 1s too.
Who has higher dex between Chaka and Darius? Probably Darius, right?
Darius has 15 decks, yeah.
I have 14. Why take a 15?
Huh?
Why take a 15?
Oh, my stats are all kinds of screwed up. This is how it's got to be.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Okay.
either a 15 dex or a 15 in strength.
Darius has 12 strength, 15 dex, 14 constitution, 11 intelligence, 10 wisdom, and 12 charisma.
Uncanny.
He's thoroughly mediocre.
How low are the chances of rolling 4 1s in a row?
1 in 20?
Low.
5. You have 2. Oh, yeah, okay. Because I rolled 1 just earlier too. On my Arcana.
400, 1
Pretty
in
good.
8,000, 1 in
Anyway.
160,000.
1 in 160,000.
Yep.
All right. The mewling mushroom infants prop up onto their hind legs and start toddling and screaming, baring their teeth, rushing you. Mac, you're the first to react.
All those 4 little pods are all babies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move down to this one, like right there. Can I
Adjacent.
attack it? Yeah, can I attack it catty corner?
Yeah.
And I'll hit it with my rapier.
Okay.
Well, I hope I'll hit it with my rapier. Well, 12 plus 4 for 16.
4 16 hit.
Okay.
Roll
Mhm.
damage.
I am so sorry. 5.
5 points of damage.
2. So 7. Sorry.
7. You take your rapier and you just slice the cap right off of its stem.
Oh.
Oversized.
I'm really upset about this.
Oh god.
Little distress spores go bursting out of its cord, and you hear from across the chamber like a sympathetic screech of pain.
Oh my god.
And it goes to Thorn. Thorn leaps into action.
Let's see here. Do these things threaten the squares adjacent to them, or can I run by them safely?
They are small creatures, so they do threaten.
They still threaten? Okay. Well, she killed the one directly in front of her, so I'm going to run right past it, right past that hole.
Okay.
Right past the Sarlacc.
And then I guess I'm going to Thorn Whip the one directly north of me.
All right. Go for it.
How far is Thorn Whip? 15 feet?
30 feet.
30 feet.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow. That's a lot more than I thought.
Yeah.
I get a 14 plus 5 is 19 to hit.
19 hits.
And I yank him into the pit.
Oh, you can move them?
Yeah.
I can pull him, yeah. And so I just dump him right in the pit.
Okay. It's a 20-foot deep pit. The thorn whip wraps right around his stem, and you just whoop, and pull him right over in. And he goes tumbling down. For some reason, I can't move these mini pogs. I don't know why.
Are they locked?
They must be. I don't know how to fix it. Oh, unlocked.
Huh.
That'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, and he goes tumbling down in. Wheeling, muling all the way.
Mm-hmm. Do I see any sign of the approaching one?
How far away are they? They may be hidden in the darkness.
Okay, yeah.
If they're more than 60 feet away, then you cannot.
They are less than 60 feet away from Thorn.
They are just within 60 feet. I can see this thing over here.
Yeah, so there's a
Oh, they
form
are.
kind of that you can see crouched over the moss and fungus that spreads out into the reservoir. It's barely at the edge of your vision, and as it hears the screaming and feels the neurosympathetic spores disperse through the air from its offspring, you see it perks up and looks over in you guys' direction.
Oh god.
Hmm.
Okay, so Thorn just went. Now it's the freaking infant's turn. They go rushing at the two who just injured their comrades.
What do you need roll?
Nothing.
Okay.
They go up to you, and they each. Oh yeah, I do. Make 2d20 attacks. So the first one's against
7.
Mac is an 8, which misses, and then against Thorn a 14.
14 misses.
Okay. They come up and they just pound on your knees with their little baby mushroom fist.
Hmm.
Oh god.
Darius, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm going to step, let's see. I'll go after the one that's threatening Mac, because it's right there. Step up here and take 2 attacks against it. Let me see.
Where are you?
9 with the scimitar, 11 with the whip.
9 total with the scimitar.
Yeah.
The 9 misses, the 11 hits.
Okay. I do 5 points of damage with the whip.
5 points of damage with the whip.
Yep.
You whip into it, and it splits its stem top to bottom, and it collapses over to the side.
God.
Its cap is shaking little spores out as it collapses.
God.
Chuck,
And then I'm going to spend some more movement and take another 5-foot step back, because that's just disgusting. Alright. Chaka?
Chaga will delay his action. He looks at the little mushroom people and goes, confused. Look good, but moving.
Okay. Then the other 2 mushroom myconids come up and kind of, you see from the edge of your vision, they stand up from what they're attending to when they hear the screams of their infants and feel their spores burst into the air, and they stride forward.
Oh, boy.
5, 15, 20, 5, 15. And you see they rear up and kind of spiral out, and ready actions to attack anyone who comes in range.
Now that I can see big guys moving to range, I kind of get confused. And I'll use my hold action. And how dark is it in here? Only light coming from the drift globe?
Yeah, just light from the drift globe.
Yeah, I grab my drift globe and I say the command word, make it cast daylight.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Actually, I guess I'll move a little bit closer this way. So
I assume daylight casts light as though. What's the range on the daylight?
60 feet.
Okay. with you. All right. You see they so that's in range of them. You see they visibly shrink away from the light and kind of hold their arms up. After Chaka, it goes.
They're just standing there.
Yes.
Is that one next to me dead? That one died.
Yes.
Okay. I think I also want to delay my action until they do something. I don't want to run in there.
Okay. You are delaying. Lauren?
Let's see here. It's my turn, correct?
Yes.
Can I see this guy over here?
Is he inside of 60 feet away?
Yeah, he's about 55 feet away. What can I see going on with that back one? Devil.
So yeah, one of them is, now that you can see them clearly, is a little taller and appears to have kind of hard chitinous plating on his outside, and the other one is a little shorter and squatter and has a larger, big mushroom cap head.
Which one's the one?
The chitinous one is the front one.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to provoke an attack of opportunity from the first little guy who is still swatting at me. I think he still has disadvantage.
Yes. He misses. Yeah, he swats at you and misses.
I move to right there, and all of the targets are within 30 feet of me. And
Okay.
I use channel, and I want to first ask a question. I have charm beasts and plants. Can I also charm funguses as well?
They are marked as plants.
Yeah, they are not technically plants, but
You guys.
for purposes of the game, they function in the
That's
same
plants.
class as plants.
Yeah,
So that's fortunate. I make them all roll Wisdom saving throws, DC 14.
Okay. Give me. And then there's one more. They fail. They all fail.
Okay, they're all charmed.
Jeez.
Okay.
They're all charmed, and I tell them, "Oh, we mean no harm. We're sorry to invade your sacred sanctum."
Slaughter your children.
They don't appear to understand you at this distance, but you see their eyes go kind of glossy, and their hands go down, and their aggressive stance subsides.
Mm-hmm. I get close to the parents.
Okay. Which one do you want to approach?
The first one, the big beholder-shaped one.
Okay. As you approach him, you start breathing his rapport spores, and you have a telepathic link with him, and you can communicate mindfully.
Yeah, I apologize for killing their children and violating the sanctity of their place. We're actually here investigating somebody. Maybe you can help us.
They look down at you, and one of them points over at the split mushroom cats across the room. You killed our little fungus.
Mm-hmm.
Why you hurt them?
Well, we mistook you for monsters. That seems like a pretty obvious.
Oh, monsters! Monsters kill!
Oh god.
Is the one at the bottom of the pit still alive?
Yes.
See, I didn't kill any of them.
There's 2 still alive, yeah.
You should probably roll his falling damage. We'll say he's alive. There
I
are
didn't
some
kill.
mushrooms on the floor.
I purposefully didn't kill any of them. I didn't tell any of you guys to kill them.
Fucking maniacs.
These things are creepy as hell. I might just kill some more anyway.
Fungicide of maniacs.
There are worse fighters.
They're under my control for right now, so there's no point in killing them at least for until this wears off in 10 minutes.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
I wonder if there's any money in a fungus taming thing. It'd be an interesting sort of sideshow.
They are like still noticeably shirking away from the daylight spell, and they move backwards out of the range of the direction. Like, they hunker down behind the rocks. Block the harsh light.
You want me to shut off the light?
Okay.
Is that what you want me to do? I bring it back down to regular light.
Okay.
Yeah, I tell the fungus to help us search the place and to tell us of any anything that they are knowledgeable of about the area.
They look around. I guess they are of moderate intelligence. They're like, this is our home. We live on this lake. Let's see. Yeah, they have some treasures tucked away. A few shiny objects in a corner. That one of them runs off, kind of toddles off behind one of the boulders. You can hear some jangling as he rustles through his cache for something that will please you.
Ask them if they've seen other people down here. They were storing stuff down here, right?
If you'll come near to them, you can inhale their spores, and you can ask them that yourself.
Nah, how about you just ask them that? Yeah, just ask them.
And
It's cool.
you can remain standing over there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna move up like here to the edge of the lake. Yeah. Away from the creepy baby things.
You're going back to crawling around muling. The edge of the lake, and you can see this massive, like, cluster of mold and mushrooms that has grown up out of the rocks and soil on the shore.
There's no way that's good for the water quality.
Yeah, it looks like they've been tending to this, and you see like it kind of pulses a little bit with organic life, and occasionally it'll spew out like a gush of spores.
Into the water reservoir.
Yeah, out into the chamber, partially into the water. They kind of fall everywhere.
Did we get any specifics on Project Sheeple?
The details of what the objective of the project was
Or they were the coded things, right?
in cipher. You could, conceivably be able to decode that cipher and read the exact details of the plan.
Right. I'm just getting very suspicious at the moment.
What are the spores that are going into the reservoir for, I ask?
They look over at the spores and goes, "Oh, that is the mother colony. It sprays pacification spores into the water, which subdues the fish. They come up, and then the mother feeds on."
So we're looking at Project Sheeple.
You can see there are, dead fish kind of that have been grasped by tendrils of this massive growth and pulled up, kind of in, and then getting absorbed and decomposed by its mass.
So
It's probably not such a horrible thing in nature, but in the middle of an urban center, I think that this spore-spewing fungal mass could be dangerous to the people who live here.
So what we should probably do is light everything down here on fire. That seems like the best option.
One of them
There's-
points its head at the unintelligible sounds you're making across the room. Why is he making those squeaking noises?
Hmm.
I mean, we have to clear this stuff out. There's no
Yeah.
way that's healthy for everybody up there.
I agree. I ask all of the myconids to get into the hole together.
One of them comes out from behind the boulder corner where it was jangling around, and from its cache, it dumps its arms open at your feet, and you see there's like a couple of handfuls of gold coins that go clattering to the ground, a couple of vials, and a metal rod. We found these things here. There in the water. Shiny things. We'll share them with you.
Thank you. You're such a good friend.
Can we just convince them to relocate rather than actually killing them at this point?
Oh, well, they're, I'm sorry, Mac, they're really doomed.
Seems like a hell of a lot of work.
I don't understand anything he's saying. We hear one side of the conversation. That's that. Is he,
Mhm.
he's speaking in Latin.
If you approach to breathe in their rapport scores, you can take part in his telepathic meditation.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you're close enough to breathe the spores. I'm pretty sure.
It's 10 feet. You can see kind of a cloud
Oh,
that they
okay.
every periodically. Some of-
I graciously accept the gifts from the myconids, and then I help them get into the hole.
climb because they won't hurt themselves, but get them to climb down.
Yeah, I help them and lower them into the hole one by one.
Okay. Why? Okay. Why do you want us in the hole?
It's for a party. We're having a party.
What kind of party do monsters have?
Everyone get in the hole. Everybody,
Everyone do the dinosaur.
all of you guys gather on the edge. Gnome, you don't have a ranged weapon, so grab a rock.
What are we trying to do?
You guys are evil.
Mac, I motion for Mac. Mac, get over here. This hurts me just as badly as it hurts you.
It's
Wait.
necessary, Mac. It's all right.
What do we do?
Playing a very sad song on my banjo.
Here.
Throw rocks in pit, Jaka. Throw rocks in the pit.
Okay, and then we say thank you to the myconids, and we take our surprise round on them.
Hey, what are you thanking us for? And then you get the surprise round. So let's see. Do you want to roll a fresh initiative?
Yeah,
Or
we'd
do you
better.
Okay.
We'd better just have a,
They kind of automatically lose initiative,
Yeah, but just for us to have an order to go in.
just given their circumstances.
No, they will use initiative, but for after the surprise round, they'll have initiative if they survive that.
Yeah.
I got a natural 20. Can I use that for my attack roll instead?
But that means you'll also be at the top of the initiative next round before. So Chaka had a 20.
Mm-hmm.
I got 7.
I got a 16.
Darius had 8.
Okay. Can you give me a roll?
Just one?
Yeah.
15?
15?
Yeah. I wish I would just put the number next to them. It's
Yeah.
hard to read.
Okay. Yeah, you take your all of you get a surprise round, starting with Chaka. We're poised over the pit, weapons ready, or rocks hoisted over your head as the case may be.
Yeah, I'm just going to push this rock diagonally. You want me to roll athletics?
No, you're opening things up. You can take your time and just teeter it over the edge. You're the first one.
Oh god.
Okay, well.
You shove it over the edge. Let's see. There's probably.
Oh god, there's 2 rocks. I only
Yeah.
wanted to push. I'm gonna push the other one next round. We'll just do this. Okay.
Oh no.
We're such awful people.
Rocks go tumbling down.
Lawful neutral. Lawful neutral.
You know what? I'm just gonna say, your rocks go tumbling down.
Along with arrows.
Yeah, and your arrows. I mean, I don't know if you have fire to actually pitch
No.
down.
I expected you to play my dirge.
Playing a mournful song for them. And you just tumble rocks down on them. They put up a feeble resistance. The first one gets bashed over its cap, and that goes straight to the side.
Oh god.
A burst of stunning spores into the air, which catches Mac for a moment and stuns her, putting a pause in her music. And then in the silence left by her music, you just hear the thunking and crunching of your remaining rock breaking down on them.
Oh god.
Chaka looks down into the hole and says,
They're
He says-
screaming in your own brains as you're breathing all of their rapport spores.
Chaka just looks down and says, "For Donatello."
And then there's silence.
Without saying a word, I just turn around and set to work against the big moldy mass and yanking it up out of the water.
Okay.
Can we kind of search?
It's dirty work.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna micro this shit.
Yeah.
Thank God they lived.
Chaka
Oh,
will know.
Spores.
Yeah, you said about dragging it up out of the water.
Yep.
Mac heads over to where the one went into its cache and digs out what she finds back there.
Mhm.
Um,
Going about this. Pulling out some stuff.
The best thing about that whole encounter was how it all kind of settled on us all at once. Like, there's really no point in rolling.
This is really all.
it's really terrifically one-sided.
Just the immediate rejection of, oh, we could have them relocate. We could be nice. No, this is what we have to do. There was a reason that George was there.
This is how George Washington felt with the Native Americans.
that
I
much.
think it was George Washington.
Andrew Jackson.
I just George Washington the shit out of those mushrooms.
Oh.
Cortez. I give you a Cortez.
Cortez, yeah. Oh.
As you hoist the fungal mass back up onto dry land, you can see it actually attaches pretty far down the slope underwater, and it has all kinds of larger fish and things and bones and detritus that are locked in its mass that it's attracted and then eaten. You hoist it all up, lay it out on the dry land.
Ugh.
Did I find anything?
Yeah, so you went back in their cache, and you find a potion that kind of glows a bright red. It actually lets off, kind of dim orangey light in a 5-foot radius.
Okay.
And another potion of kind of the color blood red. There's also 100 gold pieces.
25 each.
Nice.
And there is a steel rod that is
An evil rod?
Steel.
rod.
Oh, steel
about-
rod.
Is it movable or unmovable?
It has a little kind of let's see here. Sorry, I'm trying to find. It has. Where is it? Sorry, I should mark the page. Yeah, it's got like one of the ends of it. You can see there is like a little separation where you can twist one of the ends of the rod.
Hmm.
It's kind of a dark gray steel.
Some sort of pipe bomb.
It has. Yeah, it has like stallions carved into either end of it.
Okay.
Bardic war horses.
I put all that in my pack and get identified when I get home.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, none of us have the ability to identify any of these, so we'll have to take care of that when we get back to town.
Yep.
I got like a metal stick thing. Huh.
Yeah, it's pretty ornately crafted. They're solid.
That's cool.
Yeah, and you look over at the mother colony lying out on the shore in front of you, still kind of spewing and belching spores into the air around it.
I'm gonna.
My face.
Yeah, once or twice actually, while you were pulling it out of the water, the first time you walked up, you just like got a deep breath of the spores and fell over unconscious for a moment. Or you could get it. So.
I'm gonna start chopping through important-looking tubes with my scimitar just to make sure it dies.
We have oil.
Start chopping away at it.
Yeah, just to make sure it dies.
We have oil.
Oil?
We have it.
Yeah. Flask of
Oh,
oil.
to burn it with.
You have a source of fire.
Yes, one of my gnomish trinkets produces fire. It's like a little lighter, basically.
Okay.
It is a Zippo.
Yeah, but a mechanical Zippo. So we set this thing on fire, or try to.
Yeah, you douse it in the oil, light fire to it, and it takes a little bit, but eventually it dries out enough once it burns through, and then the mass itself starts to catch fire.
Oof.
It lets out, sympathetic cloud burst of spores as it dies, which then incinerate in the air. It charred and blackens away.
Good.
See any signs of people having been down here?
Yeah, when you can see there, like, in one of the corners are the remnants of some wooden crates that have been broken apart. They were opened up, they really got crowbarred open.
Can you see what's inside or if there's any markings or addresses on the outside?
The inside of the crates are covered in that are eating away at the wood.
So I guess we can assume that they put the fungus guys down here.
Yeah.
Most likely. Matches up with what we saw on the accounting sheets.
Yeah.
Who are we to argue with accountants?
Precisely.
You look around and your work here is probably done. You cut off the flow of pacification spores into the water supply.
Yep.
The mother colony is just a charred hulk now. Little embers of fire kind of flicker across it, but it's burning down.
Right. And the rest of the spores set out water.
At what point did the giant boulder roll out of the...
Oh, yeah.
A couple turns after you. So it was designed to pick up speed, so it would go 10 feet the first turn, 20 the second, 30 the third, 40 the fourth turn. But you stopped it and then set it. You basically pretty effectively disarmed that. I had it calibrated. You can actually see at the bottom there are little light gray markings of how far it would have gone each turn. I had calibrated it so you needed to succeed on at least one of the dex rolls to escape in time. I was hoping
Right.
I would at least two of you.
Flatten somebody.
I saw the gray marks earlier. I didn't draw attention to them. I was just kind of like, what are those things?
I saw them, I just didn't know what they were for, yeah, so I just kind of ignored them.
Mhm.
Or something like that. Okay.
Yeah, that's turn 1, 2, 3, 4 for the rock.
Does it land in the water and create like a natural bridge?
Most
Yeah.
likely.
Yeah, it does. It clunks down in the bottom there. Kind of jams the flow. Some of the water goes around. Most of it goes under.
Okay.
Takes path back into the tube you came from.
Our work here is done.
Yeah, it looks like there were entrances into this chamber, but they've been collapsed and blockaded off, so that this is the way you came in is the only way back out.
Except for the stream that's feeding it. I wonder where that comes out.
Yeah, the underground stream, goes up into the rock side. It goes down to the south a bit, and then at a certain point, it basically goes underground. It goes straight through into the wall.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You
Well,
have to swim under to explore it upstream.
right.
Does our map show anything of interest nearby?
You consult the map, basically just the reservoir and the associated infrastructure that taps into the reservoir to supply the town with potable water. Or burn funguses.
Well, we're probably going to have to go talk to the governor then.
Good. It is time for reason to make appearance.
May I examine the place where the crates were at?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to roll a survival check.
Okay, is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
I want to look for some trace of the person that came through here so I can track them.
What's your check?
I can.
I got a 10 total.
Yeah, you don't really see any trace. Most of the traces that you see around are scuffs and marks that were made by the Myconids themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It seems, especially from when you removed the mass, the mother colony from the shore, it was pretty well seeded and grown into the rocks and soil. So you imagine they must have been here for some time.
I see. No recent traces of available to track. I get you.
Hmm.
This has been a project that was established some time ago.
Well, whoever thought this up was particularly dastardly. It's a very low maintenance scheme. Just hardly cost them anything.
Worked out pretty well. Well, now that we've gotten rid of it, hopefully the sheep will wake up.
Yeah, and we have no potential leads as to who did it.
Well,
Not really.
except for
We
the
found the
government
file.
orders that list the names of all the staff who worked on the project.
Oh.
There's that.
No, so we actually do have leads. I'm sorry, I missed all that.
No, you have the file. Most of it's encoded, but conceivably, your allies.
We're going to have to talk to someone and figure out if we can get it decoded.
Yeah, they must have contacts who could handle that kind of thing.
I hope so. That's, what's his name, Michael Obanda?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's basically nothing left here. The air's kind of thick and hazy from the smoke of the burning. A little unpleasant.
We better get out of here. Go back.
Mm-hmm. We need to follow what new leads there might be, because this place is mined out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So you head back up the way you came, and return to your safe house. When you get back, I assume you go back to Michael Obando's?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. When you get back, you come crawling up through his sewer entrance. When he hears you rustling, he comes out to greet you and he looks at you and he's like, A little rough around, but it looks like you're not too much worse for the wear. What did you find down there?
Pseudopods. Lots of pseudopods.
Yeah.
Also, we figured out what Operation Sheeple was.
What was going on down there?
Give him a brief overview of what we found and what we did to it when we found it. So it's no longer a problem.
Yeah, he kind of listens and nods his head and soaks it in, and he's like, pretty incredible. Sounds like you did good work.
It was
cleaning
pretty
things
strange.
up, so shouldn't have to worry. Hopefully.
Well,
I mean, it explains how they've managed to keep so many people so pacified for so long.
yeah. Well, that should be getting a change. That should be getting a change here pretty quick. But we need to start running down the people on this list too, the people who are involved with it.
I agree.
Yeah. He looks at it and goes, yeah, I mean, we can get this to one of our agents, or I can put you in contact with one of our agents who has Thieves Guild and black market connections. He should be able to help you decode these documents.
Sure.
This is,
You have somebody in the rebellion that could identify things?
yeah, I think we can track those kinds of services down. I'll put you in contact with Lawrence. He's kind of our go-to guy. He should be able to hook you up with somebody with some encryption skills and decryption skills, and likewise should be able to find someone who'd be willing to lend their services to identify things.
Okay.
I'll get in touch with him this evening. You guys should probably rest and recover. Look, probably bathe.
Yeah. It was kind of a long day.
Mm-hmm. Well, also slightly horrifying. It was more horrifying for some. Chaka was inside of a gelatinous cube.
Oh yeah.
That is
Showers.
And
Showers.
survive.
Worst part was wasting good food on mushroom people. Or good food to other good food.
Well, that you fed them?
What?
He likes rocks.
Oh.
That doesn't quite qualify as feeding them. You crush their little bodies with them.
What? Those
No.
were gluten-free rocks.
We waste good food to crush little bodies.
Full contact
When
nutrition.
we go for food, when we go hungry, I will remember this moment. But it's okay. Or Donatello.
For Donatello.
Chaka looks off into the distance, and in his head he imagines Donatello being like tortured, and he shudders for a second. Oh, those poor creatures. We free them now! Where are our friends? He grabs dude.
What?
Actually, Mike, have you heard anything about our bears?
Roll insight.
I am not insightful. I got 5.
Well, actually, you have passive insight. All of you have passive insight, right? What are your scores?
9.
10.
16. Or 15.
15. Thorn, you see as he answers the question, he kind of blanches for a moment. He's like, no, I haven't heard anything about what's happened to them.
He's sparing us. He's sparing our feelings, basically.
Yeah. The color kind of drains from his face.
Uh-huh.
I go to meditate upon this.
Yeah, you guys disperse up to your rooms, get cleaned up. He goes off to find to get in touch with Lawrence, his contact. Later in the evening, Lawrence comes back.
Is that like after school?
It's like midday. You have an afternoon's worth of rest.
Sure.
If you want to make it full rest, you can, or you can full rest during the nighttime.
Do you guys have any preference?
Not particularly. I got dark vision. Day or night's good.
Mm-hmm.
Lawrence comes back, and Michael calls you guys down if you're interested to meet him.
Mm-hmm.
He introduces him. This is my associate Lawrence. He deals with some of the grittier work of our organization. He has some very valuable contacts. Lawrence steps forward and he's like, "It's a pleasure to meet you all. It's the word is spreading around town. You wouldn't believe it. Like things are on fire all of a
Right,
sudden."
well, we do put on a good show. I mean, you know, I would say, see, yeah, any press is good press.
Chaka flexes a little bit in pride. Oh, I see. It must be good.
Man, everybody in town knows your names by now. I mean, they don't always have all the names right. And sometimes there are 15 of you instead of just 4, but word's really getting around. So anything I can do for you would
Good.
make me proud. The work you've done for us and for our cause is really of immeasurable value.
This was someone from our documents?
What's that?
Was this someone from our documents?
No, this is the person who's going to translate or decipher for us.
This is Lawrence. He's Michael Obando's contact, and that's kind of ties. He's the main point of contact that has ties with sort of the black market scene. He's a bit of a chameleon. He can
Chaka
procure-
is not as smart nor as wise as John is, so Chaka flexes in pride and then just kind of goes to do his thing.
Okay.
Ugh.
Nods his head, impressed.
We'll
Yeah,
drag out the.
Someday, we're all free of this.
Oh god. But we'll get out the coded sheets for him. See what we can do for us.
Can we just maybe give him part of them, since we know that there are moles in the organization? It's probably not wise to trust somebody with all of her.
Chaka didn't do that. Chaka doesn't know what you're talking about.
I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but-
the documents, you can decide what documents to hand over to him. You have the documents surrounding Operation Sheeple, which are separate from the documents which describe the secret police's contacts within the rebel organization and their dossiers about what knowledge they have on the rebel leaders.
Right. Project Sheeple then would probably be the safer one.
Yeah. Can we tell if it's the same cipher?
That's a good question. I think no, you can't tell.
Okay. Yeah, and I would say, yeah, let's give him Project Sheeple, because even if that one...
Gets leaked, it's of little danger to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but he wants the sheet with the moles. That's what we originally went and got for him. Right?
Yeah, but we're not sure how far we can trust this Lawrence.
No, I understand that, but our other friend, Michael, is his name?
Mm-hmm.
Michael Obando.
Michael wants the sheets with the moles' names. Do we tell him we didn't find them? Do we say, oh, here they are, for your guy that translates things?
He hasn't asked about him yet.
Yeah, you tell him. I assume you kind of went over the documents that you brought back with him, but I don't know. What's the extent of the information you shared with him?
Yeah, I mean, we probably did share that we had them, but we could still, like, flip out some of the agents so that we could keep them.
I was gonna make that steak soon.
Yeah. I don't necessarily. I mean, like I said, John
Okay, grilled cheese
sees
sandwich.
things that Chaka does not. Chaka is a silent partner in all of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chaka trusts these people. Chaka's name is shouted in the streets. Oh, what happened to the bears? You said they sleep. We can free them, right? Good.
Thank you.
Good. We free.
I'm sure you can free them. I think they're fine. I heard they put them in the zoo. They're very sad in the zoo.
What did you say? Where are they?
They put them in the zoo, Chaka. They don't have space in there. It's
My apartment phone's ringing.
Oh.
yeah. What's the extent of the documents that you want to give to him?
Just the sheeple one for now.
Just
That's
that.
my vote anyway.
People, maybe we could give them like half of the dossiers.
Yeah.
You want to give
We're gonna
them
try and figure out how to divide it up.
Yeah, the thing is we don't know how to divide up what information is useful and what's not useful. We don't have that kind of foreknowledge, so splitting it up doesn't necessarily help us.
Yeah, but if we keep like half of it, I have the criminal background, so I could go to contacts and
Get the other half.
yeah.
No, try that. Yeah, that's worth it. Yeah, if you have contacts around here we could use.
Okay.
That's definitely worth a shot.
Okay. But I mean, like, it seems like we have to give him at least some, so we might as well give him like half, and then if we get a decent break on the code, then we feel okay trusting him, and if not,
Then we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we might have to kill him.
we'll give him ATM.
Alright, yeah, so let's do it that way. We'll give him all the sheepable stuff and an arbitrary half of the other.
Okay. You give him the documents, and he's like, "All right, I'll have my people get to work on decoding this as quickly as possible."
Okay. Keep a close eye on him.
Are there any other services that I can provide? You mentioned you guys can't exactly show you places in town right now, but I can do a connection to the outside.
Yeah, so can we get you to identify some of the things we found?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we've got this little vial of oil. We've got a bag of sawdust, possibly magic sawdust. I've got this rod with horses on it.
Yep. And a couple of vials of stuff.
Yeah.
You see his eyes go a little wide when he sees the rod. He's like, "Oh," he kind of whistles.
You know what that is?
That's an immovable rod.
Seems movable.
May I? He reaches out to grasp it.
Okay.
Grabs it, grabs one of the horse heads, twists it, lets it go, sticks in the air.
Oh, that's cool.
I untwist the horse's head back.
It comes loose from the air.
Oh man.
Cool.
Could definitely use that in high wire acts. That'd be pretty good.
Eating.
What was the rod? Was it an
Immovable
immovable rod?
Yeah, it was.
I figured it was. Is it of the movable variety or not?
That's an astute question, though.
Yeah, we'll say he sits down and phrases the things that you give him. You see him, cast a few minor rituals for a moment, looks over the things. So the bag of sawdust is dust of dryness.
Oh.
Dust of dryness.
There's a vial of clear viscous oil, which is oil of slipperiness. The faintly orange glowing potion is a potion of fire breath.
Was that one that Thorn picked up.
That was the one that was in the like, cache.
That I picked up.
Yeah. And then there's a blood red vial that's a potion of greater healing of the 44 plus 4 variety.
Greater healing should probably go to Shaka or.
Chaka, definitely Chaka. Seems to absorb a lot of the damage.
Yep.
What am I getting?
Potion of
greater-
greater healing?
Potion of
Potion
greater.
of greater healing, 44 plus 4.
What was the first potion? I'm sorry.
The first potion was.
Oh my god!
This is the list.
Let me just shut this.
There, I'll just type it out in the in the chat, and you guys can see it.
Sure.
Fucking car alarms, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You seem to get a lot of them.
Great, now there's 2.
One of them set off the other.
Awesome.
Let's see.
I think I told you the contents of the ones that you were given before.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, you can divide those things amongst yourself as you please. Plus, you guys got 150 total gold for this session. 100 from the Mike and Ed's, 50 from the cube.
Right.
We all get 125.
Yeah.
Let me see the monster name.
We all got 37.50 total.
37.50?
37 gold
another
and 5
25.
silver.
Another 25. Another 25 on top of what you already got.
Yeah. Yeah.
So does maybe Darius want the potion of fire breathing? It should be somebody that's up close.
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll give it a shot. Let's see. Greater healing went to... Yeah. Oh, I also have a scroll of fireball, the cantrip. Who here's a caster that can use that?
Fire bolt.
Oh, firebolt. Yeah.
That would be probably me or Thorn.
Okay.
So, Barnes use that.
You'll have to look at the spell
Nope.
list.
I don't get Firebolt.
It is an arcane one.
Okay.
It's like 1d10 fire damage. Just a little thing. What was the
Is
other-
that Mac?
Oh, the mimic.
So if you want that scroll, Mac, go for it.
I can't use it either.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll liquidate it later then.
Yeah.
You guys made really nice work of both the last trap and the last encounter.
We made horrendous, terrible work of the last encounter.
Yeah, it was a success in a practical fashion, but it was a moral failure.
Yeah. I mean, Darius was fine with it, but I'm not. Ugh.
Mac is gonna write a haunting song about it.
Yeah. Hey, Darius, you were the one reacting with outright revulsion to their mere existence.
Oh yeah, no, like I said, Darius was fine with it. They needed to go, and he didn't particularly care how. That was the easiest way.
That was the easiest way to do it, the most painless way.
Precisely, yeah. It was quick, painless, nobody suffered.
That's,
Yeah,
that's,
it was
how,
short.
that's how Thorn is. Nature is cruel, but we don't have to be.
Cracking open their little mushroom caps. Okay, so we've got 1,750 XP total divided by 4 is going to be
875, 437.
437 total.
A piece. I think it is.
Okay.
That brings us up to 1,037.
Does that put you over into 3rd level?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think 3rd level is 600.
900.
900. Oh, okay, never mind. No, it doesn't. Then.
It does.
It
Does it?
We'll be at 1037.
Oh, okay. Good.
Nice.
I didn't know what we had from the last session.
Yeah, match their XP.
Okay.
You're in the same place.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Not bad. You guys
So
do a lot of crime.
we'll begin at 3rd level next time we play.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we done? you
This
done?
isn't a bad stopping point. I don't have any other encounters prepared.
Yeah, I need to be done.
Sure.
Like any of the other social interactions that would lead up to your next adventure. I'm cool with that, or we can stop here.
Chaka puts on his Minotaur costume and puts on a show for the children of the Revolution.
Max sings a song about the genocide of the mushroom people.
An inspiring song about standing up, yes.
Is there an up note at the end about how it's all for the greater good, or is it just about the evil smashing of their mushroom caps?
It moves your soul and makes you realize that tyrants are bad.
It's a moving thing about the sacrifice of the little people for the greater good. It's the perfect thing for motivating a rebel.
We don't compromise our artistic integrity by trying to put some sort of moralistic dichotomy in our songs. We just present the facts as they are. You know?
That's fair. I'll leave it to you guys. I'm not good with that.
I agree.
I'm gonna start
And
singing back in.
down to the hole where they got smashed by rocks and arrows.
It's a little slower than that.
Tale of the Myconid people.
Then they burned their mother.
Alright, well,
Oh god.
yeah, have a good life, I guess.
That was heavy.
That was.
Does next week work for people?
Next week? Yeah, still good.
Yeah, next week Sunday.
Next week Sunday is the 12th. Should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 12.
I might be hungover.
Sunday is-
but it should be fine.
Sunday is good for me, so
That'll be alright.
here.
Central is working pretty well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good deal.
All right.
Alrighty. See you guys then.
Later.
Later.
Bye.